Good afternoon and a warm welcome to Billy's Travels. As I've said before, mid-February we are now. We've come over from Kendal and we've come to a pub stop on the Yarm Road, the A67 near the south east of Darlington, Middleton St George, the old farmhouse. I rang ahead to ask if it was okay to stop in the car park, and they said yes, of course, it's free. You don't have to have a meal or a drink in the pub really, but I always do. We've been to see Dave and Jane Cowley, and by the way, I've done the turning around bit first to save all the messing because it's just a quick one. So we've been to see Dave and Jane today, and as you know, I don't like driving in the dark. So we thought we'd stop over here and have a meal in the pub tonight as a little bit of a treat. The last 2 nights have been wild camping, as we've said, up at Kendal Cricket Club, and I loved it there. Very nice, really was. The little cricket clubhouse was fine, and I shall use that in the very near future. And again here, this is quite nice. We've been in and I've had one Stella, had a peruse of the menu. The food's quite expensive, probably £20 a meal, I would think. Fish and chips is $19.95, which I suppose is a little bit expensive, but it's a treat now and again for us. It's not very often we dine out in pubs as such, takeaways and things. So we thought we'd have a treat for once. Tomorrow we're heading down. Excuse the sunlight, it's quite bright today. Tomorrow we're heading down to the compound to pick the car up and heading to Brands Burton near Beverley. We have just a week of this tour left, and then we're heading back to the Isle of Man for some 5 weeks, and we are back on tour for the summer on March the 30th. That is the plan. Unless anything changes on the house front, which is pretty stagnant at the moment. We're hoping it picks up in the next month or so, and we'll obviously keep you informed. The bungalow we was after has had to go back on the market as we've been let down by our buyer, of course. Billy's been playing up in the last few days. I'm booking him for a full service, brakes and one thing and another, and it's just turned 30,000 miles. So, of course, the spanners come on, as well as the brake light, as well as the engine management light, which we know is the P2200, which is the knock sensor. And the starter jammed the other day, it wouldn't start up properly, and I suspect we might have a bit of water in the fuel filter, which is causing havoc with starting. But touch wood, so far he's been okay on this trip. And of course, when we come back in March, we will have the trailer and the Grom again for the summer. So we're prizing it back off Joe. He won't have it for the summer. He'll have to get the bus to work, I'm afraid. But that's where we're at now. I say the old farmhouse, Middleton St George. A couple of beers and a meal tonight, and head back down south. Weather-wise, we came across the 66 today. There was a bit of snow about on the 66 in the fields, but the roads were clear. Not a problem, a nice run over. A couple of hours it took us to get here. And onward again tomorrow, straight down the A1, down to the 62 and across to storage yard in Gilberdyke. And like I said, on to Beverley area. So that's it for now. The old farmhouse, Middleton St George, for tonight. Our stopover. Bye for now.